What's going on, you guys? Tashay Osho Lee and A9 Radio. Today we're going to be talking about silver on how it could save your future. We're going to get right into it, okay? We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it. All right, let's go. CoinNews.net. It describes and explains U.S. Mint silver product prices jump after repricing pause. Now, if you haven't heard, or you probably haven't seen, or you probably have seen and also heard that U.S. Mint temporarily did a freeze on the silver prices of bullion and also minted legacy coins of silver, and that is not a surprise, but it also is a cause for concern. Let me explain. Because it tells me that supply is not pretty much exceeding demand, and that's a very, very bad thing, because right now they don't have the silver. Now, because they don't have enough silver, now they have to push the price up. And it tells you in this graph, by silver proof set, here's what the price was as of 2024, 150. As of 2026, 245. An increase of $95. And percentage is 63.3%. Now, if you look at this graph right here, it will tell you everything you need to know when it comes about why silver is having this price surge and why supply and demand and why the boost in prices. Right now, I believe that the market, when it comes to silver futures is at a squeeze right now, because it's supply versus demand. Because they bring the price down, people are going to buy. If people bring the price up, that means the futures are going to get screwed, and it crashes the whole system. So a lot of things go into it when it comes to silver and commodities. Okay, I gotta say this part right here. This is important. Okay, pay attention. If you don't own any assets, you are done. Okay, finito. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is something that you should know. Assets are very, very important. The US dollar is dying by the day, and commodities and assets are rising. The whole point when it comes to bargaining and also when it comes to markets is to use the currency to put into assets to make more money for you. That's what it's all about. That's what is going on. And this whole situation about Trump confronting Venezuela, it explains it pretty well, pretty much on what's happening in between the United States and Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, Honduras, everything, okay? Cuba, everything. It all comes down to assets. Venezuela has oil, it has gold, it has silver, it has copper, it has main minerals that it needs, and literally it's just next door, okay? That's what it's all about. It's about assets, it's about commodities, and they know for a fact that Asia is pretty much around the corner. And they don't want Asia or Russia to pretty much have it. Asia meaning China, pretty much. So United States is doing whatever it can to obtain those minerals for its own. Now, am I pretty much for it? Not really, because if it was any other country doing this, it'll be, they'll call it pretty much a terrorist. But since it's America doing it, we're called patriots. It's kind of crazy. And also, it's the same thing for Greenland, right? This whole situation is actually insane as well too. Now, I'm not gonna go into the whole article. Now, I'm gonna leave the articles at the bottom so you guys can read it for yourselves. But pretty much it's the exact same thing. Now, with Greenland, is all about NATO's involved in some type of way, because it's kind of like this. Think of it as a neighborhood, okay? And Greenland's part of it. Now, Greenland exposes in its backyard that it has a lot of good minerals. And since it's part of NATO, US is kind of like, well, since you're part of this HOA, and I'm the HOA ruler, give me your minerals in your backyard. And Greenland's like, no, like, we're not going to do that. Like, this is my property, this is my land, and go after yourself. And the United States, okay, the U.S. kind of like, well, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to take it from you. And everybody else in the neighborhood is watching. All the other countries, like, that's part of NATO. They're like, whoa, like, bro, like, chill, bro. Like, don't take his stuff. Like, and the U.S. is kind of like, well, what are you going to do about it? Now, that is a problem. That is a very, very, very big problem, because they're really pushing for minerals right now, because Greenland has a lot of minerals as well too, as much as Venezuela. Has gold, silver, copper, cobalt, nickel, platinum, you name it, they have it, right? Lots of it. And the U.S. is pretty much, I hate to say it, no I don't, they're bullying their way to get minerals because they know for a fact that the U.S. dollar is dying and they don't have the money because they're losing their purchasing power. So they're getting as much commodity, physical assets so they can have some stay and some play in the game. And it's probably pretty much as how it's going on right now. It's not about the war. It's like, I mean, it is a war, but it's a macroeconomic war, a geopolitical war of who has the most assets, who has the most commodities, because whoever has the gold makes the rules. And the U.S. is pretty much bullying their way to have as much assets as possible because they know for a fact that they're on the losing side, because BRICS Nation is also growing as well too. The Belt Road Initiative and the Pole Initiative. So like it's just a whole situation because the whole east of the entire east, they have their own plan, their own currency called the unit, and they're tying it to gold and oil reserves. And just a bad deal, bro. I mean, U.S. is pretty much desperate at this point, to the point that they gotta bully other countries to get minerals. It's actually insane. But also with the silver chart, like I was saying before, I also may not, I'll say it. I'll say even invest in gold backs. I'll say it again. I'm not a financial advisor or a professional. Go talk to your own broker and do your own research. But as you see, assets are important. You see, gold has risen, silver went down by that day, but it hit all-time highs today at $95. And I think that copper hit all-time highs today, I think at $5.89. But I say to you, a lot of people that are now getting into silver, they did not know about commodities and assets. So if it goes down, they may sell. But then again, it's going to go back up again because people like myself, I'm going to buy. People I know are going to buy. And also, this may also, I want to say that be shocking, but copper. Me heavily, I would invest in copper because copper, in my belief system, is the new silver, because silver came a long way, dude, with that long cup handle. It came a long way, and I think that copper is gonna have its day too. It's just that right now, if I'm buying copper for $6 and per 1 ounce, that's a good deal, man. Get in while okay. The name of the game is pretty much to get in while it's undervalued. Don't wait till it's overvalued. The best explanation I could probably say is this: treat commodities and assets like it's a sale. Okay? If you go into a store, you have $10 and it says a sale for buy 10 chips for $1 each. You have $10, so you're gonna buy it. Why wait and say, I'm gonna wait until next week? Like, it's gonna be here forever. Why wait that long until everybody buys it up? And now it's like, hold on, wait a second. Like, you go in next week, it's one chip for $9. You only got $10, so you only buy one chip. So that's the whole point. Treat commodities like a sale. When prices go down, that's when you buy. Don't buy when it's going to its all-time highs and then like, okay, now I want to buy. Then when it goes down, like that's how they get you, because you're emotionally invested. So the whole point is silver right now is going to save a lot of people, because silver is going to override copper, because the gold to silver ratio has shortened. So that means that if I want to turn over to gold, it only takes me about 50 ounces of silver to buy 1 ounce of gold. So hey, I'm maybe thinking about it. I may think about it because, a lot of less things to carry. But anyways, I love silver, bro. I think silver, it's not even near its fundamental value. It would definitely go up in price. I'm saying by the end of the year, I give about at least $200 by the end of the year, man. Because it's nowhere near its fundamental value. Nowhere even near it. And I'd say also invest in gold backs as well, too, like I said before. Because I personally believe that just because it's its own type of like gold back note, and also it's made from real gold as well too. It's fractional gold value, and what makes it also special that it's limited edition as well too. Once they go out, that's it. That's it. Once it goes out, that's it. No more gold backs. And it also is the artwork. The artwork is beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, it's a one of one gold back, and I love everything about it. But yeah, dude, like, silver right now is making new waves, and Greenland is all about, and Greenland and Venezuela it's all about, it's all about assets. It's all about silver. And like, just looking at the chart here, I'm gonna leave the link at the bottom. It's like, it's just, when you're free, just take a look at it, at how much it's gained in percentage, and also gain an increase of dollars as well too. It's insane how much it's gained. But then again, I'm not as shocked as well too, because when silver goes up, copper goes up. So like, I think that it's playing a good 6-7 type of thing. But other than that, yeah, man, like, silver is going to save a lot of people who invested into silver, physical silver, not that paper stuff. This physical silver. But other than that, man, that's all I got for today, man. I'm GermaniXoXo Lee, 99 Radio. See you next time, okay? Peace.